All right, we are here live. Oh, don't use that one. That's not a good looking thing. All right, we're here live on DRSN, bringing you coverage of the Western Racing League Viking Construction Group Truck Series here from Michigan International Speedway. Qualifying underway right now. Let's see if we can get a look at our standings here in qualifying. So it looks like Mitchell Williams right now. Fast time with a 39.897. Brady Zeller right there with him. Nick Trader now moves up to third. Rick Modric falls down to fourth. So Rick with a good lap right there. So 70 laps of action coming your way. We got about 2 minutes left to go in qualifying. Landon Slagan in the 91. Now at the top of the charts with a 39.887. As we take a look at the 91 out on the racetrack, here is Sean Peachin in the number 9 with a good lap. He's now up to fourth. Scotty Larson, sponsor of the series, he's in seventh now here with the number 13 truck. Scotty, I told him to I didn't tell him. I gave him a suggestion that he needed to change the number on that truck because that 13 truck has been some bad luck for Scotty all season long. Here's the 40 of Tyler Brewer making his lap out on the racetrack. He is down in 25th. Not a great qualifying effort there for Tyler Brewer. As Scotty Larson's going to move up to 7th right now. Randy Wood in the 16. A good effort there from Randy. Randy now up to 9th. So as we're wrapping up qualifying, let's see if we can take a quick look at our point standings. So David Sluter's been first and second, back and forth. He is now with 2 wins on the season. David Sluter back to the top of the charts right now. Nick Trader falls down to second. Landon Slagan in third. Everett Larson in fourth in the standings right now at 317. Victor Keith in the 5th spot. Rick Modric, who led the points early in the season, is now falling back to 6th. Brandy Cal in 7th. Bryce Dickman, JD Biddle, Joshua Raymond. That is your top 10 right now here in the point standings as qualifying is wrapping up. We got a bunch of drivers who are sharing webcams with us tonight. Holy mackerel, we got a whole room of webcams. Who we got here? We've got Corbett Raker. We got to see Everett down there in the bottom right-hand corner get a little snack. Maybe look like some crackers or something before he goes racing. Corbett Raker, Ryan Thompson, Dean Wedeking on the camera. Michael Sparks waving at us. Michael Champlin, Ryan Thompson, Brandon Cal, Mason Only, Nathan Nixon right there, Josh Raymond, and Randy Courier. Hope I get Randy's name right there. We got lots of webcams coming your way. We'll jump in and out whenever we can. Thank you guys so much for sharing, letting us into your homes. How's it going, Nathan? Good to see you, buddy. And thank you to Ryan for sending us some information on the fuel mileage here tonight. Appreciate that. So qualifying is wrapping up. We got about 4 seconds left to go, and then we'll get to our starting grid here for 70 laps of action here in the Western Racing League Truck Series. All right, appreciate you being here. Just so you know, I'm seeing about 35 laps. Oh, Landon also up in the chat in the YouTube telling us the same thing that we heard from Ryan earlier. So thank you for that, Landon. Appreciate it. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves down to the starting grid. Turn off our cams here for a moment. And let's get this going because we got 37 cars here starting this race tonight. So we're going to actually just hide that so I can get back to the correct starting lineup here. All right, there we go. On the pole tonight, the 91 of Landon Slagan is outside the 54 of Mitchell Williams, Mitchell, whatever I said. Showed some good pace all year. Right now, he's going to start outside of row number 1 in that 2nd spot, back to row number 2. On the inside, the 18 of Brady Zeller carrying the DRSN logo there on the quarter panel. Sean Peachin there in the 4th starting spot, back to row number 3. Starting in 5th, the 56 of Nick Trader and Rick Modric, the 71. Row number 4 starting 7th. 13 is Scotty Larson and the 38 of Nathan Nixon.
Hey guys, that's track 10.
Back to number 5 starting tonight. It's going to be Randy Wood and Bryce Dickman in the 30. Starting in the 6th row, the CS Motorsports points leader. Starting in 11th is David Sluter in the 95 and Daniel Sparks. Daniel had a good run going last week as well. The 50 of Craig Stuka is going to start in 13th. Victor Keith in the VG Motorsports number 48 is going to start outside in 14th. Back to row number 8, starting in 15th is Joshua Wise and Brandon Cal. In row number 9, starting in 17th spot, is Everett Larson in the 01. Dean Wedeking in the 44. I like the paint job on Dean's truck right there. Back to row number 10, starting in 19th, it is Ian Meneses and Michael Sparks in the 42. Mooselander Racing side by side right there. In the 21st starting spot, back in row number 11, it's Joshua Raymond and Ryan Thompson. In the 12th row, starting 23rd, is Nico Cipollini and Josh Gagnon. Watch for Josh to charge up through this field. We get back to row number 13, starting back in 25th. Let's see if we can find him on the race. That's not going to chart back there. So in the 40 is going to be Tyler Brewer, and the 92, starting in 26th, of Paul Boomershine. Back to row number 14, in the 96, it is JD Biddle. And the 52 of Michael Champlin. Michael's, if you get on the Discord at all, Michael's the one always putting up a whole bunch of really good pictures after races. Thank you for that, Michael. Back to row number 15, starting 29th, Corbett Raker in the 47, and Dennis Pitzenbarger starting 30th in the 94. That's a mouthful right there. Mason Only in the 31st starting spot. Jacob Thornton, not a great call. Did he even get a lap in? Not a great run there for Jacob. He is way back here in 32nd. Starting 33rd, the 60 of Rim Wyatt, and Randy Courier is going to start 34th. Back to row number 18, it's the 27 of Declan Beatty and Shane Bailey in the 36th starting spot. And rounding out our field, in the number 32, starting dead last in 37th, is Harry Rivet. Watch Harry. When he has shown up, Harry has been quick, so I'm expecting him to come through this field. Did he even make it out on the race? I don't think he did. I think you'll see Scotty Larson, Michael Sparks on pit road, and Rivet not even on pit road for this, so Rivet may miss this race. All right, we're going to roll through 3 and 4. It's 70 laps of action here at Michigan. Slagan will bring us to the line. Mitchell to his outside. Expect 2, 3, 4 wide racing here in these trucks. Let's see who can lead lap number 1. Landon Slagan in the 91. He always wants to be out front. Zeller has had a lot of bad luck there in the 18, but he's got a good starting spot. Can he get up to the front of this thing and stay up there? Green flag in the air. We are racing here at Michigan. Williams going to get a slight advantage over Slagan as they hit under turn number 1, but watch Slagan come back on the bottom of the racetrack. Zeller right there with him. Side by side coming off of turn number 2. We are 2 by 2 all the way through out the field. Right, 3 wide, about 10th on back. Slagan, Williams off of turn number 2. Zeller takes a look to the inside. He wants to make it 3 wide. He wants to get to the front of this thing. It's 3 wide for second with Slagan, Zeller, and Peachin way up on the outside of the racetrack. Mitchell Williams now to the lead. The 18 of Brady Zeller's going to make his way to second. They were about 4 wide back here with Trader now. Trader up, moving up a couple of spots. Slagan, not a great start from the 91, start on the pole, but he is now, and around goes Peachin in the 9. And we're going to pile it up. Slagan also involved. We see Peachin going around. Trying to find the rest of my group up here, but it looks like Trader is going to be involved in this as well, the 56. So we got a big one here at Michigan. The 38 of Nixon involved. You can see him piled up on the top of the racetrack. It looks like Boomershine in the 92 got into it as well. Landon Slagan in the 91. Your points, your pole sitter, heavy damage there on the left front of the 91. So we're going to go back and take a look at that. So we got about a lap and a half in. And it looked like it might have started there with Slagan. I don't know if there was contact or what, but I saw the 91 going around.
Just crap my pants though.
And we don't need to look at that on pit road here. Let's see here.
Josh has made it through. I think we're goated. Let's go.
All right, so let's see if we can see what happened here.
All right, guys.
They got the 91 up. He's right in the middle of the racetrack. That's a 71 of Modric. Did Modric catch a little piece of his left rear? Let's see here.
You could just go. I'm going to pit here.
Let me find a wider angle of this thing here. All right, there we go. So it looked like Peachin just kind of came down across the nose of the 91. And that's what started the whole thing. Slagan goes around. You see Trader getting involved. Hard contact from the 91. Is that? I'm not sure who that was right there as well, but I mean, we had a bunch of drivers involved in this one. Cipollini's involved in it. Let's take a look at this from Trader's point of view.
79, did you say it wanted me ahead of you?
So you see the 56 down on the bottom. Peachin blinking out right there. Okay. As he comes back, you're going to see coming down the straightaway. He's just going to come down across the nose of the 91. And I think Trader thinks he's got this pretty much clear at this point, but here comes... That looks like Nixon gets involved in this and catches the right rear quarter of the 56. So let's watch Nick Trader. Hard, you see the hard contact from Slagan. So Trader got lucky, did not hit anything.
Might have saved me from that wreck, though.
So the big one here happens early.
I'm just saying, it sounds
Take a look at one more time from the blimp cam here.
right now this season, man.
Oh, hey, 79, thanks for the surprise bump on lap 1 on the backstretch.
That's a 16 of wood down on the bottom of the racetrack. Nixon up on the outside. I think Nixon had a good way to get... He thought he was going to get through here, and unfortunately, Peachin comes back up here. Just catches him as Nixon tries to come down and catches the right front of Slagan.
Let's just put it that way.
Peachin with some hard contact right there in the back as well.
3 wide stuck in the middle. Someone had to go somewhere.
And you can just see everybody piling in here in the back of this one.
Yeah, that whole lap was very uncomfortable.
Nixon rolling up the racetrack. All right, I've always told everybody that we cover these races for that we're going to call it as we see it. And I don't know if these trucks broke or whatever, but sometimes these guys got to do a better job of holding the brakes on the racetrack, not rolling back across. All right, Williams now out in front. Oh, we got this. Let's take a look at our webcam guys again. We got 12 different guys on the webcams right here. We're gonna have this many. I gotta find a different way to isolate them all. But thank you guys once again. You can see Randy Coyer down there. I need Randy's big setup there. All right. Lap number 4. We are under caution for the first time here at Michigan. 70 laps. Mitchell Williams out in front. Unfortunately, our pole sitter Landon Slagan still sits on pit road getting some repairs. Sean Peachin in the 9 still blinking on and off. We see Nathan Nixon in the 38 also getting some repairs down here on pit road. Out on the racetrack, Mitchell Williams, Brady Zeller, Randy Wood with a great run up into the top 3 right now. Sluter, your points leader, up 7 spots already. He's up to 4th. Bryce Dickman to 5th. Daniel Sparks, Victor Keith, Everett Larson, Brandon Cal, and Josh Gagnon. That is your top 10 right now. Involved in that incident, we can see some drivers way back. Nick Trader's down 27 spots. Stuka's down 20. Peachin down 30. He's still on pit road. Slagan and Nixon also on pit road. Also involved with Scotty Larson. Scotty Larson was involved in this. He's down 20 spots. I told you, Scotty, you got to change the number on that truck, my friend.
Just being a smart.
All right, lights are out. We're going down the back straightaway. We're going to go green this time around. We're single file.
I know.
As we see Peachin and Nixon still down on pit road for a long period of time. It looks like Slagan may have retired. I think Landon Slagan is out of this race after sitting on the pole.
Your right side looks good, your rear looks good, and your left side looks good. Okay.
All right. Mitchell Williams started on the outside of the front row. He will lead us to green flag racing on lap 5. My time to scoring says like lap 66. I gotta fix that one. All right, green flag in the air. It's the Corbin Matthews restart zone. Mitchell Williams, Brady Zeller bringing us to the line. Mitchell with a good start right here. He's got Zeller right there behind him, a couple of car lengths back. In 3rd, it is Randy Wood in the 16. They were single filed out for about the first 5 or 6 spots, and then we are 2 by 2. A little further back, Larson now up 10 spots. He's up to 7th after starting in the 17th. Right in front of him is Daniel Sparks in the 04. Victor Keith in the 48 right there in this battle as well. Up a little bit further, you can see Zeller on the outside. Randy Wood in the 16 taking a look to the inside. Here comes Sluter, your points leader in the 95, up to 4th. Zeller takes a look to the outside of Williams. It looked like Zeller might have blinked out there a little bit. Seen some connection issues going on. There's a down the back straightaway. Here on lap number 6, it's Mitchell Williams with the lead, looking to pick up a win here in the Viking Construction Group Truck Series. Take a look a little further back. We got some racing going on here. Looks like Cipollini Raker on the bottom right there in the 47. JD Biddle also in this one as well, the 96. He's down to the inside. Brandon Cal in the 85. Brandon with a good run. He's up 9 spots up to 7th. He gets around Dickman. He's got his sights set on the 04 of Sparks right there in front of him. That Suter's going to take a look to the inside of Wood, down the back straightaway into 3. David Suter looks to get to 3rd. Can he slide up in front of the 16? Off of turn number 4, he does. Here comes Larson down to the bottom. Everett with a great run. He saw that move from Suter. He followed him right by Wood. Now it's a side-by-side battle here with Larson and Suter. This is for 3rd. Right in front of him, it's Zeller and Williams.
3 seconds.
Here comes Everett Larson on the bottom, side-by-side with Suter. Suter gets a run off of car number 2. He is going to clear the 01. Little contact a little further back. That looked like the 48 of Keith. Keith back to his Kona colors on the 48. Dickman right there on his inside. I think my paint job might have. Thought I saw Victor in the different paint job earlier. That's right. Williams, Zeller, Suter, and Larson. That's your top 4. Then a little bit further back here is Callan out of the outside of Wood. Wood had moved up into the top 3, but he's now falling back to 6th. This Larson is going to get around Suter on the outside. Good battle here for 3rd and 4th. Larson and Suter look to have the best trucks on the racetrack right now. Let's see if they can find a way around Zeller and Williams. Larson takes a look to the inside. Hopefully Zeller sees him there. They come off of turn number 4. The 01 has got a good truck. As you can see him taking a look to the outside of the 18, heading down into turn number 1. Way up on the top of the racetrack, looking for a different line. Got Nathan Nixon up in the YouTube chat saying, yeah, that sucked. Yeah, it did, Nathan. Sorry, buddy. He's out of this race in the 38. Larson still trying to find where Williams and Zeller both get around around Williams. Williams falls back to 4th. Cal up on the outside. We're 3 wide there for 3rd. And 4th, Wood to the inside. Williams now stuck in the middle. Cal to the outside. Brady Zeller found his way to the lead in the number 18 B&W racing truck. I know Brady's been hungry for a win all season long. Let's see if he can stay up at the front of us. Here comes Larson down to the inside. Takes a look down to the bottom, coming off of turn number 2. We've got about 6 trucks all up on top of each other up here, maybe 10. Larson, Suter, Cal, Sparks now in the 04. He's going to move up a spot. Williams now falls back to 6th. 7th now is Keith's going to get around him. Here comes Dickman up on the outside. Randy Wood right there as well. So our top 9 all right here together. Caution in the air once again. And it looks like it might be involving the 96 of J.D. Biddle. Let's see if we can see what happened to Biddle. It looks like it might have been Biddle and Joshua Raymond involved in this one, the 7 and the 96.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I think that's just a racing deal there. Like, just kind of come up a little bit.
So you see Raymond on the inside, Biddle right there in the middle of the racetrack. Brewers right there behind him as well. Raker right in front. Declan Beatty way up on the top of the racetrack.
If that was on you, it's all good for me.
They're going to come off of turn number 2 right here.
Yeah,
and Raymond just comes up the racetrack just enough to catch the left rear Biddle, turn him around. Raymond and Biddle going to go sliding. Biddle starts blinking on and off. Fortunate for everybody else up on the top of the racetrack, they're going to slide down out of the way. So Raymond and Biddle go around. And we are under caution now for the second time here at Michigan with the Western Racing guy. I keep almost calling him something else. Zeller now out in front. Brady Zeller out in front of this race right now. Everett Larson in second. David Suter and Brandon Cal. That is your top 4. And it's Daniel Sparks, Victor Keith, Mitchell Williams, Bryce Dickman, Randy Wood, and Josh Gagnon. Let's see if anybody drives down pit road. It looks like we're going to have some pit stops here. Lap number 12, we were told 35 lap was going to be our race window. So we're going to pit here on 12. We're definitely going to have to make another pit stop. Let's see if anybody tries to stretch this out to one stop. I wouldn't think so. Tires are going to be a big key here at Michigan. Let's check on board with our drivers here one more time. Nathan Nixon was here with us. It looks like he is checked out for the night. For some reason we got Ryan Thompson on here twice. You got 2 cams going there, Ryan? I'm not sure what you got going. All right, thanks again for being here. We got on a little bit later than normal. We were covering the Dirty Old Bastards ARCA series. If you didn't watch that one, you need to go back and watch that race. This one right here is getting to be an exciting one. The race earlier ended in the last 5 laps of the race were something to watch, so go back and check that one out if you like some good ARCA racing. And Dirty Old Bastards put on a great show. But we're really happy to be here right now with the Western Racing League. Josh Gagnon now is going to find himself up into second. And I don't think my paint jobs are loading up here, so we're going to do a quick refresh here while we're under caution. So you're going to see all the trucks turn to gray.
I just wanted to,
and let's see if it refreshes the paint jobs here. So Mitchell Williams going to get back to the front. He led here for a little while. Fell back to about 8th or 9th. He's going to get back to the point. Josh Gagnon now finds himself into second, up 22 spots. A big move of the race right now is the 23 of Sean Daly. It's the gray truck, as you can see right there with all the other gray trucks. Sean Daly up 28 spots, started back in 36, basically on the last row of this thing, and he is now all the way up here into 8th. All right, Sean Peachin is going to get the lucky dog, so Sean involved in that caution, that incident earlier, as he still sits down on pit road. So he appears to, he's only down 1 lap. I'm not sure he's going to get his lap back if he's pitted right now. So, all right, lights are out on the pace car.
You got 3 in the bank plus what you started on equals 4.
Mitchell Williams, Gagnon, Thompson, Brewer. That's your top 4. First driver back that pitted. It looks like Trader and Modric both pitted. Looks like they took 4 tires at this point. See Zeller, Larson, Cal. Looks like they probably only took fuel only. As we can see from here, our top 3 did not pit. Trader was down there for a little bit extra time taking some repairs on. Cipollini did not pit as well. And then we've got Larson with fuel only, Zeller with fuel only. Looks like Randy Wood. Looks like Suter and Keith, the first drivers that took tires, at least 4 tires on that stop. All right, be 15 laps down. We come across the line, 55 laps left to go, 70 laps of action here at Michigan. This one's going by in a hurry on us already. So under caution now for the second time here on lap 15 for the Viking Construction Group Truck Series. You know, I forgot to throw the yellow flag here, so we're not gonna forget to throw the Corbin Matthews restart zone here for Mitchell Williams, and we are green flag racing one more time. The 54 Mitchell Williams out in front. He is going to clear Gagnon into 1. Gagnon goes down to the bottom of the racetrack. Brewer now up to 3rd. A great run here from Brewer as he stayed out on the racetrack. Some different strategy. So if we get a long green flag run, all these drivers up front are going to have to pit earlier, but I think everybody's going to have to pit at least one more time, as right now we see Mitchell Williams out in front and looked a little bit further back, and around goes the 23 we were talking about. Zeller looks like he's involved in this as well. We're talking about the 18, heavy damage on the 18. He made his way to the front. The 23 of Daly, also big damage. He's got a meatball flag. Oh, I feel for Brady Zeller. I know he was hoping for a good run. He looked good early. Unfortunately, the drivers that pitted were stuck there in the middle of the field. Let's see if we can find a really good angle of what's going on here.
That was insane, brother.
We can see Zeller down there. I wish I had like they have on the with a pan or something like that. Zeller way down to the bottom. Daly just comes down across the nose of the 18. Zeller hard contact into the wall. Daly into the wall as well in the 23. Let's take a look at that. We'll take a look at that from the in-car. Let's see if we can get on the nose cam here of Zeller. On the roof cam here. And you're going to see right here, you can see the 23 up to his outside. And that's not going to be a good... there we go. So Zeller right... And just the 23 just comes down the racetrack. And that is a hard hit. I don't know if these guys have... I don't remember if these guys have fast repairs or not. I don't think they do. So Brady Zeller with some hard contact. Also Sean Daly who had moved way up into the field. He is now down in the pits as well. We've got, it looks like, 2 drivers out of this race so far with Slagan and Nixon.
Well, it still says 52 on the...
So it looks like our leaders that didn't pit are now going to come down pit road. Gagnon kind of okey-doked right there. He was going to follow Mitchell down.
Right, but it's a lead setting.
And then he saw Brewer, his teammate with the Brewer Motorsports drivers right there. They both kind of went to move to the pits and pulled back up onto the racetrack. So Mitchell Williams basically down here pitting all by himself. He's got pit road all alone. Gagnon is now going to hold the lead. Our closest driver to the front that has pitted already is Nick Trader. Nick now up to 3rd. Peachin with a black flag. Peachin must be coming up. He got caught speeding down there. It looks like Sean having some problems with the internet connection there tonight. All right, so let's
Hey, Tyler. Hi.
I see Mason pounding on the wheel here. I'm just trying to see what he's doing.
No, I had to wash it first. There was far too much.
So Mason only. Where's Mason out on the racetrack? Mason down here in 18th. Thanks for sharing the cams with us again tonight, Mason. Appreciate it, buddy. I think Mason's got some music going on there. He's headbanging. All right. We're going to go back to green flag racing here. One more lap around. You guys aren't really giving me a chance to take a commercial break here, are they? So let's take a look here at the top 10 right now. It's Josh Gagnon, Tyler Brewer, Nick Trader, Ryan Thompson up to 4th, Nico Cipollini, Everett Larson in 6th. And it's Brandon Cal, Rick Modric, JD Biddle, and Joshua Wise. That is currently your top 10 on the racetrack. So Josh with a good run. He's up a few spots now, up from 15th up to 10th in the 51 Menard sponsored Monster. Whatever else is on the truck there, I can't see that close. All right, caution now for the 3rd time. Cautions breed cautions. We say it all the time. I know we sound like a broken record, and it's kind of cliche, but that's what happens here. You get one caution, and you get another one right behind it. Josh Gagnon.
Josh, you gotta be in line.
I'm not sure what he's doing up on the top of the racetrack, picking up. You know, I heard with iRacing, they are going to start. They're working on an upgrade here on one of our next patches or one of our updates that it's going to simulate more of the tire rubber and marbles and stuff on that collect up on the top of the racetrack. So you see these guys up here on this caution, kind of running up against the wall. If they do that, you really don't want to be up here doing that, collecting that stuff on the tire. It's going to make them dirty. But we read that in one of the last updates that they were going to do that, so we're going to see if that comes to fruition.
2 people to answer to.
But a big thanks to the Viking Construction Group for bringing you all the coverage here, the broadcast of the Western Racing League Series. We've got a long season left to go in this one, but we are on, I don't even know what week we're on now, but happy to be here at Michigan. We'll be back next Tuesday night as well. I'll probably say that, and if I probably look at the schedule, I'll probably be off next week. All right, so it's going to be Josh Gagnon bringing us to the line. One more time. Gagnon, Brewer, single file this time, going to bring us up into the Corbin Matthews restart zone. Once again, green flag is going to fly this time by Gagnon, Brewer, Trader. That's your top 3. Taking a look at the 40, Tyler Brewer. It's one of the first times we've seen him up towards the front of the field in quite a while. Look here a little bit further back. That is a 51 of Wise. Wise gets a good run. He looks down to the inside of Modric. It's Wise and Biddle there side by side, but up front it's still Gagnon out in front. Brewer now Trader to 3rd. Thompson to 4th. Larson's going to get back up to 5th. Cipollini's going to fall back a couple of spots here on the restart. Here comes Everett Larson coming back to the front of this thing. Brandon Cal into 85. He's back up to 6th. Both those drivers pitted. Took fuel only just a little bit ago. Larson out to the outside of Thompson. Side by side, Gagnon and Brewer for the lead. Brewer wants to lead this race. I don't think we've seen Tyler lead a race all season long. He wants to get to the front. Brewer with the lead into 1 and 2. Gagnon fights back up on the top of the racetrack. Trader looks to the outside of Gagnon. We're 3 wide. Off of 2. Larson right there with him as well. Brewer to the lead. Larson is going to make it a 2-fer. He's going to clear Gagnon. He gets a little bit loose off the nose of the 79, but he is now up to 2nd. Larson to 2nd. Trader up on the outside. Gagnon pushing the 01 down the back straightaway. Larson has got a good truck. He has been moving up to the front of this thing. He started back in 17th. Now up 15 spots. Tyler Brewer is going to lead us across the line, but he has got the 01 of Larson and the 56 of Trader right there with him. The 79 of Gagnon now to 4th. And here comes Brandon Cowell in the 85 with a head of steam. Tyler Brewer has got the 01 of Larson to his outside. Way up on the top of the racetrack is Josh Wise in the 51. Trying to find a new groove, and we are under caution once again, and it looks like it might be Brandon Coyer and Ian Meneses in the 55. I saw Raker also driving away from this one. So Royer with a problem. As we take a look here in the truck with Brandon Coyer in the 52. Let's go back and take a look at this one. Looks like Thornton and Raker all involved in this one. That might have actually been what started it.
Pace car in the 2. Pace car in the 2.
We see Thornton on the bottom of the racetrack. Raker right there as well. They're going to head down into 1. Does this happen in front of them, or is this... Let's see here. And Thornton's kind of up the racetrack. I think Raker thought he was going to go down a little bit more. Around goes the 47 off the nose of the 41. And then back behind there, Meneses was checking up. He gets collected. It looks like Meneses sees it coming. He lifts. And unfortunately, Coyer didn't see it happening in front of him. They're going to make contact once again. And then they're both going to slide into the 47 of Raker. So Raker with some more damage right there. So we are under caution once again here at the Western Race League for caution number 4 on lap 22. So we're going to take this opportunity, and you're going to hear a quick word from AI Chief. We'll be right back.
Now, driver, while the field gets sorted out and someone out there is still trying to find reverse, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in the middle of a race and thought, man, I really wish someone in my headset would tell me what the hell is going on? Maybe you're running out of fuel. Maybe the leader is about to lap you. Maybe you just wrecked half the field and you're pretending it wasn't your fault. Well, driver, that's where I come in. AI Chief, your personal crew chief, race strategist, motivator, and occasionally the only voice of reason between you and the outside wall. With AI Chief, you get live race strategy, fuel and pit calls, real-time race updates, savage coaching when you start doing something dumb, and trust me, based on what I've seen out there tonight, some of you really need the help. AI Chief doesn't just tell you when to pit, he tells you when to save fuel, when to push, and when to maybe, just maybe, stop trying to go 3 wide into turn 1. So if you're tired of racing blind, and you'd like a crew chief that actually knows what he's doing, head over to AIChiefRacing.com and let Chief get you sorted out. Because the only thing worse than wrecking is wrecking without knowing why. AI Chief, I've got your back. Now let's get back to the action.
All right, we're back live. DRSN bringing you the Viking Construction Group Truck Series Western Racing League. We are under caution now here on lap 23. Nick Trader's now found his way to the lead. Brandon Cowell in second. Thompson. Looks like Larson had made his way up there. Looks like Larson might have made a pit stop here. So we got 46 to go. I thought we were told pit green flag fuel mileage would be about 35 laps, so surprised there for a second stop from some of these drivers. All right, we'll have 45 laps left to go when we come across the line to go back to green flag racing. So appreciate you being here with us once again. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, do it now. If you have hit it again. I don't know. Maybe it'll let you subscribe 2 or 3 times. I don't know. We'll double up. We'll cheat. I don't care. All right. We're gonna have our webcam guys again. We're gonna go green flag racing. Oh, we're zeroed in on before, but there we go. All right. We did lose Nathan Nixon out of this race earlier, and we lost him off the webcam. But we can see some drivers getting ready to go right there. Mason's still jamming out down there with something. Joshua Raymond on the screen. Michael Sparks as well. Dean Wedeking, appreciate it, guys. All right, green flag off of turn number 4 once again. I keep forgetting to throw the admin box caution flag button when it goes to caution, so I'll have to remember to do that one next time. All right, hopefully there isn't a next time. Trader Cal Thompson, Wise, Biddle at your top 5. A good move there from Biddle to get up to the top 5 after starting back in 27. Green flag in the air once again. Nick Trader out in front of this one. Nick's been dominant force a lot of the season here. He lost the point lead last week after a not so favorable run, but he is now out in front of the field here at Michigan. Randy Cal right there. Look at Joshua Wise. Joshua in the 51 looking to have a good run. This would be his best run of the season. He's now up to 3rd. Suter back to 4th. Thompson, Wood, and Biddle. We're 4 wide down the back straightaway. You see Wood up there in the 5th spot. Thompson to his inside. Here comes the 50 of Stuka. Stuka's going to make it 3 wide. He's going to get by Thompson and Wood. As Biddle's starting to fall back. Biddle started about 5th on this restart. He's down the 9th already, but across the line this time it is going to be Nick Trader in the 56. Brandon Cal in the 85. And Brandon's closing on the back. Joshua's been running that top. Nobody's been running as high on the racetrack as Josh has in the 51. And it is really paying off. He's now up to 3rd. He's got David Suter right there behind him. Randy Wood as well. A little further back, we see the 30 of Bryce Dickman. Mason Only and Daniel Sparks on his heels. All right, look at Josh. Josh, another great run. He is now up to 2nd. Using that outside line to gain some momentum. He drove down off the corner. He is looking to get around Brandon Cal for 2nd. Suter on the outside, nose to tail. I don't think it's going to work out for Josh this time by as Suter kind of takes a look to the middle of the racetrack, thinking about 3 wide. No, he's going to slide back. That's going to let Wise clear him for 3rd. I need a wider shot here somewhere. There we go. That'll work. So up front, it's Trader, Cal, Sluter, Wise now fall back to 4th. Wood, Keith, and Stuka now 3 wide. Is Biddle right there behind him in the 96. Also Bryce Dickman and Ryan Thompson. Side-by-side racing most of the way through this field. We're 2 by 2. Stuka with a good run down there on the bottom of the racetrack. He is going to clear Keith for 5th. He has got the 51 of Wise, and we're caution once again. It looks like it's a 79 of Gagnon. Gagnon's going to go around. Here on lap 29, we are under caution now for the 5th time tonight. Let's take a look and see what happened to Josh Gagnon.
It's okay. Lift next time.
He's right behind Tyler Brewer in the 40. They're down there coming off of turn number 2. You see Larson to his outside, only a little ways back as well. Larson's getting a run on Gagnon here off of turn number 2. And it actually looked like Gagnon started to get a little bit loose right there, and then Everett just kind of finished him off. Let's take a little bit look at this here from the chase cam.
Wow, once Everett's car got off of him.
So Gagnon, it did look like it did appear that he just got a little bit loose right there. I don't like rewinding, but it's just easier. Let's take a look from the nose of Larson here, if I can find him on my screen. So watch the 79 from up across. That didn't work very good, did it? All right. All right, so let's take a look from the roof cam. We're on board here with Larson. They're coming off turn number 2. It just looked like Gagnon moved up the racetrack. The truck looked like it got just a little bit loose. slowed his momentum. Larson just could not get slowed up in time, got into the back of him and turned him around. So unfortunate there for Josh Gagnon, Brewer Motorsports driver in the 79. He is going to take a little bit of damage. Looks like he didn't take too much, but he is definitely going to fall down through the field. We got a bunch of drivers coming down pit road here on lap 30. So as many cautions as we've had, if you could probably make it, if you could probably pit right here. We were told 35 to 40. And if we keep having cautions, you could probably make it on one stop right there at this point. But 95, David Sluter is going to find his way to the point. Joshua Wise to second. A good run here for Josh. Victor Keith right now in third, as we are under caution for the third time today.
Didn't mean to overtake you right there, Michael.
It's all good. I saw you there. I was just letting you go. It's fine.
Oh,
Hey David, you got Chris in the booth. Are you there, bud?
yeah, I'm here, man.
Well,
You really caught me off guard, but I appreciate it.
sorry about that. I can't remember what group I grabbed you out of. You're in JK, right?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Hey, you know, kind of tell us what you've seen out there so far. A few more cautions than I think we expected here at Michigan tonight. You've been up and down throughout the field. Tell us how it's going for you so far.
Going good so far. I mean, I wish we could clean it up a little bit because I think we could have a lot of fun here if we go green. But kind of just saving tires as best as I can right now, and then depending on caution-wise. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do here.
No worries.
Depending on caution-wise, just pit for fuel one more time and go from there.
All right,
One second. I'm gonna take the top here, Joe.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck the rest of the way. I'm sorry we couldn't surprise you there, but are you gonna go back?
No,
to racing or something?
you're all good.
All right, brother.
It just made me think I disconnected for some dumb reason.
All right, you were in CS, right? Or you were in JK?
JK.
All right, buddy. Thank you, man. Good luck. Good luck the rest of the way. Hopefully, we'll talk to you at the end.
Sounds good, thanks, man.
Yep. All right, that's your leader right there. That was David Sluter in the 95. All right, go back to green flag racing here on lap 32. At lap 33, it'd be 32 down. So Sluter's going to go to the outside. You hear him tell Josh Wise he was going to take the outside. Wise down to the bottom. Randy Wood in third. Victor Keith, Everett Larson back up to fifth. That contact there with Larson and Gagnon sent Gagnon around. Gagnon's now down to 16th. All right, rolling through 3 and 4. I keep forgetting to hit the yellow button. I'm such in a hurry to get to the replay. All right, Sluter will bring us to the line here. Once again to the Corbin Matthews restart zone. Off of turn number 4. iRacing pace car is going to turn down pit road here one more time. We're going to come to the end of caution number 5. Going to go back to green flag racing. Corbin Matthews restart zone. David Sluter, Joshua Wise. Sluter with a good jump up on the outside. Watch Josh in the 51. He has been really good on the top of the racetrack, but here comes Randy Wood to his outside. Wise immediately wants to get to the top. Watch him go to the top here in 1 and 2. Victor Keith with a good run down on the bottom of the racetrack. He is going to clear Wise. So I think Josh might have been better off getting down to the bottom on the restart. Here comes Tyler Brewer once again. Tyler now back up to third after pitting a little while ago and getting involved in a caution. Here comes Larson on the outside in the 01. He is going to get by the 16 of Wood and Brewer heading down to turn number 3. Out front, it is still Sluter, Keith, Wise, and Everett Larson now up to 4th. Brewer is going to fall back to 5th. Off of turn number 4, you see Wise go down to the bottom of the racetrack. He tries to get by Keith. Larson trying to pick a lane. Who's he want to go with? Wise with a great run into 1. He's all the way up alongside of our leader in the 95. Just can't carry the momentum off the corner. He's going to fall back. Wiggles a little bit off of 2. Does a good job of saving it. The 51 of Josh Wise got a little bit loose off the corner right there. That's going to cost him a couple of spots. Larson goes by. Brewer goes by. Here comes Randy Wood in the 16. He's looking to go by. Down on the bottom of the racetrack, here comes the 50 of Stuka. He wants to make it 4 wide. Can they make it through the corner? They're going to do it. Stuka down there. He is going to get by Wise and Wood. 3 wide here in the middle of the racetrack. Up front, it is still the 95 of David Suter. Victor Keith has now got his hands full with Everett Larson. Everett Larson down on the bottom of the racetrack in the 01. Here comes Brewer back there in 4th. Stuka's got a good head of steam in the 50. He's going to fall back here to 5th, though. Brewer drives around the outside of Larson like he wasn't even there. He's going to move up to 3rd. He wants another spot. He's underneath the 48 of Keith. Can he slide up in front of him here off of turn number 4? He's got the room if the spotter's telling him he's clear, but now he's up alongside of Sluter in the 95. Here comes Nick Trader back into the picture back here in the 56s. He looks underneath Randy Wood for 7th. Sorry about lost my voice there for a second. Tyler Brewer with a great run on the bottom of the racetrack. He is going to get around Keith down here coming off of turn number 2. As he sees he's got the spot, he's going to move up to the top of the racetrack. Tyler Brewer has got himself a hot rod here tonight. He is now up to 2nd. Larson took a peek to the inside of the 48 of Keith. He's going to settle back behind him. Stuka now underneath Wise. Wise trying to come back after falling back a few spots. Tyler Brewer is going to take the lead off of turn number 4 and across the line. The 40 truck will lead this time by Sluter. Now back to 2nd. The 40 truck finds his way back to the lead. A little bit of action going on back in the back. Here is Thornton and Courier coming up through the field back here. JD Biddle on the 96 as well. Somebody makes a little contact. We're forward. Look at that shot down the back straightaway. 3-4 wide at some points here. You see Meneses on the inside of the racetrack. It looks like the 7 of Raymond on the outside. To his inside is Scotty Larson. Scotty doing a good job of getting involved in early caution. He's now back up to 9th. Had a good qualifying effort, started in 7th, but he's back up to 9th right now in the 13. But up front, it is the 40 of Brewer. Larson now right behind him. Larson goes to the outside. Brewer went up the block. It looked like at that point Larson's going to easily drive by him off the corner. As Brewer went up the racetrack, the truck got a little bit loose on him. Larson now to the lead. Brewer to 2nd, Sluter to 3rd. It's almost like that back and forth Larson was doing on the back of the 40. Got him a little bit loose right there. Look at Nick Trader way up at the top of the racetrack. We're 3-4 wide once again here off of turn number 4. Trader has to whoa up his momentum right there as Wise kind of cut off his line. Keith now back to the outside. We're side by side for the lead one more time. Here comes Brewer in the 40. Truck's getting a lot of draft here at Michigan. You can see it paying off with these guys down the straightaway as Brewer now back to the front. Larson to 2nd. Stuka with a good run. He's now up to 3rd. Sluter trying to get back into the picture. He's going to take a look at Stuka going into 3 and 4. Stuka way down at the bottom. And you can see just the different lines on the racetrack. Stuka down at the bottom. Brewer up about halfway. Larson a little further up the racetrack than that. Looks like Randy Wood got a little bit loose back there. We're caution once again. We see Meneses involved. Mitchell Williams unfortunately involved again. Rick Modric. Mitchell Williams was looking to have a good day, but it has just not gone his way. Courier also involved as well.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So that is going to put the 40 of Tyler Brewer out in front. Let's see if anybody makes a pit stop here.
Yellow. Like that. I was just trying to hold on to it, dude.
Take a look at our webcam drivers here one more time. Looks like we've got 11 guys, or 10 guys still hanging, or excuse me, 11 still hanging on here. We only lost Nathan Nixon earlier. All right, let's go back and see if we can see what happened here with Meneses, Modric, and Courier.
That was a lot of 3 wide back around 20th. Holy crap.
So let's take a look here from Modric. So we've got Meneses up on the outside. That looks like the 52 of Champlin in the middle. And just contact right there. Meneses, I think he thought Champlin was going to go down a little bit more. And I'm not sure who that was that piled into the back of the field right there in that white truck. Who is that right there in front of Petchin? That looks like it's the 60 of Wyatt. So let's take a look at that from his point of view.
Yeah, I'll double check it.
So watch the 60 come into this picture. So he can see the accident starting to happen up in front of him. I think he thinks he's got a clear lane on the bottom. But the 6 is trying to get clear, and he just gets right into the 6. That is going to turn him around. Then you can see the damage on the right front of the 60. So Some contact there from Wyatt. He's going to have to come down pit road and get that truck repaired. All right, caution for the, is this the 7th? Dang it. There, it's the admin box caution. We're a little bit late, but there it is. The admin box caution flag waved once again for the 6th time today. Nick Trader out in front. Let's see if anybody comes down pit road.
I looked over and I swear you were in front of me.
Wyatt, Modric, Williams, and Menace is all down there taking repairs. Lights are still on the pace car. 40 laps down, 30 to go. 70 laps of action here at Michigan for the Western Racing League. My name is Chris Murphy here with DRSN. Happy to be here with you tonight. Don't miss action tomorrow night with American Appalachian ARCA Series. And again, if you haven't been here before, hit the subscribe button, give us a like.
David, look what you're doing.
Get in the comment box, let us know who you're rooting for out there. Let's see if anybody dives down pit road. We've got 30 to go. Anybody that pits right now could definitely make it to the end on fuel. We were told the pit window was going to be 35 laps. And it looks like just about everybody going to stay out on the racetrack. Sean Petchin once again with a lucky dog. So that's going to keep Sean on the lead lap. Sean had a good run early on in this race, fell down. See, he started way up in 4th. He fell down all the way down here to 30th. So let's see if he can get gathered back up here. We're going to go back to green flag racing. 28 laps left to go in this one.
Sorry, Randy, I was in La La Land. I didn't mean to log in.
So we got a Thornton fan up there in the chat. Appreciate you being there, Cookies. Cookies, I wish people's real names were on there or something a little bit. Cookies Almighty, I don't know. Thanks for taking the time to be up in the chat. We're gonna go back to green flag racing. I'm gonna show you the. Let's see here. All right, go back to green flag racing. We're gonna jump on board with our webcam drivers and go back to green flag this time. Larson, we've got 11 guys here. Raker, Thompson, Raymond trying to stay non-distracted there. We're gonna come off of turn number 4 this time. And it's going to be Nick Trader and Josh Raymond bringing us to the line. Trader on the throttle, green flag in the air once again. Trader's going to set sail. Raymond's going to fall back here as Cal's going to take that 2nd spot. We're now side by side into turn number 1. Trader, Cal, Raymond, Pitzenbarger now. We haven't said Pitzenbarger's name all day long, which is really good because I don't think I could say that over and over again, but he's now up to 4th. Larson to 5th. Dickman right there in 6th. Side by side with Raymond and Cal. Trader starting to drive away about 4/10 of a second. Here comes Pitzenbarger up on the outside of Cal. That is for 4th, or for 3rd actually. Cal down to the bottom. Larson right there as well. Watch Gagnon. Gagnon trying to get back up here into the front. He got a little bit looser off of 4, gathered it back up, just about got into the side of Biddle. Down into turn number 1. Nick Trader, Josh Raymond, Dennis Pitzenbarger, Brandon Cal, and Everett Larson. That is your top 5. And then it is a gaggle. We're going to call it a gaggle. I don't know what else you would call them. A gaggle of cars right here behind him. We see Dickman in the middle of this. I see Biddle in there. Stuka down there on the bottom of the racetrack. Thornton, the 94 of Pitzenbarger, now falling back a couple spots. Here comes Dickman in the 30. First time he's been up this far up the front. He's trying to make his way to the middle of the racetrack. 50 of Stuka down on the bottom. Gagnon right there on the bottom of the racetrack underneath Biddle. We're basically 4 wide right here across the line. The 94 of Pitzenbarger falling back just a little bit. Thornton right there behind him as well. But up front, it is still the 56 and Trader. Larson. Pitzenbarger falling back here. He got into the outside wall. He's stuck up on the outside wall. Did a good job of staying up there out of the way instead of turning down across the field. But you can see he had some damage around the right front. So the 94 of Dennis Pitzenbarger had got himself up into the top 3 or top 4, but he is now falling back all the way to 31st. 26 laps left to go. Nick Trader out in front of this thing. Josh Raymond, Craig Stuka now to 3rd. Stuka down to the bottom of Raymond. Larson right there as well. Stuka wants second. Larson takes a look to the middle. Caution once again, and it looks like it might be the 13 of Scotty Larson. Sliding across the grass, down to the infield. The 13 of Larson is going to go around. We are under caution now for the 7th time. It's the admin box caution.
Came across my nose, baby.
All right, let's see if we can see what happened here to Larson. That view's not going to help us at all. All right, so he's got only to his outside. Let's see what happens here to Scotty. Come off of turn number 4. And Mason took an aggressive move down to his inside. I don't think Scotty knew he was there. They're going to make some contact, so Mason tried to dive down underneath the 13. Unfortunately, going to get a little contact with that left rear quarter. That is going to turn the 13 of Scotty Larson around.
Sorry if I scared you, by the way, there, Evan.
All right, back under caution once again.
I got a little loose off the arrow.
For the 7th time, Nick Trader. I thought he was going to steer.
Yeah, I'll
Well, Trader, when did he pit last? He pitted back on lap 30. About 24 to go.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. We're good. I'm just having
As many cautions as we've had, he may be able to go the rest of the distance here. As many caution laps as we ran. Let's see. We should have a graphic here that tells us how many caution laps we ran.
Yeah, that was really similar to the...
So 7 cautions for 19 laps.
That would not happen.
So I'm assuming that Trader probably can make it the rest of the distance on fuel. And then National Guard number 56, it's Stuka in 2nd now. In the Flow Racing number 50.
And I was like, oh crap! I didn't want to bring it to him, so I let off real quick and I redid it.
No, I know. I'm just making.
All right.
This guy's picking on a child.
All right, lights are still on the pace car. If the lights stay on this time, let's see if anybody comes down pit road. There comes Raymond and Larson. They're going to come down pit road.
I'm just joking, man. I'm having a blast right now.
All right, going around one more time. Michael Sparks also going to dive down to pit road. So let's see if anybody takes tires. Let's keep an eye on the 01. It looks like
David, are you giving me any OL stuff?
I'm not sure what the strategy is. We have a bunch of drivers staying out on the racetrack. Larson, Raymond all come down pit road here on lap
If you just turn yourself on somebody
number 48. So you definitely can make it on fuel from here.
A penalty?
I mean, yeah, yes and no. I mean, it brought out a caution. That's the main thing.
I mean,
All right, let's see if we
go
can.
to the back if you're in the yellow or no?
Hey, Everett, are you? Oh, give me a second here.
I mean, not necessarily, no.
I couldn't remember if I
I'm trying to drag him up. I guess I can't drag him up here, so I was gonna try to drag Everett into the chat here, but can't do
If
it.
you want me to just go ahead and give you one, Scotty, I can. And we won't even have to look at it after the race.
Let's see, lights are still on. Or are they? I can't tell.
If I'm gonna get one, I'd rather take it now.
My lights are still on. Let's see if we can get Brandon up here with us. See if we can get somebody up here in the room with us here real quick. Hey Brandon, you got Chris in the booth. Are you there?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, been up in front here most of this day, man. You're looking really good. What do you got for these guys here? If we got about 20 laps left to go.
We'll see. Hopefully a little bit of something. I think I got fresher tires around me, but got a lot of yellow laps here, so hopefully I haven't lost too much to them.
So it looks like you pitted back on lap, what was it, lap 30. You think can you go the rest of the way on fuel here?
Yeah, I think I should be okay. These cautions have definitely helped with that. But I should be good from here.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing the cam with us. We're going to go ahead and put you back down to the OGRL. Good luck the rest of the way, man.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, that's Brandon Kell. Thanks for jumping up in the booth with us. All right, we're going to go green flag this time around. Nick Trader, Craig Stuka, JD Biddle. I guess I need to turn down the car audio when we're doing that. All right. Let us know who you think's going to win up there in the chat. We're going to go back to green flag racing, 20 laps left to go. Let's hope we can get 20 green flag laps here in this one. So Nick Trader in the 56, Craig Stuka. Craig's looked pretty strong here. JD Biddle with a good run. He's now up to third after starting back in 27th. Brandy Cal right there. We just talked to the 85 of Cal. He's a little, sound like he's a little worried about the guys with new tires around him. Let's see how this plays out. Watch these drivers in the back. We have Raymond, Peachin, Larson. Good trucks all right now. Back in about 25th and 26th. So here we come off of turn number 4. We're going to start lap number 50. Nick Trader out in front of this thing. Green flag in the air. Trader, Stuka falls back a little bit. Trader's going to jump about 4 or 5 car lengths into 1. Stuka, Cal, and Biddle there side by side. Biddle down to the bottom. Here comes Gagnon. Gagnon's had a good truck. He got turned around early, but he's now back up into the top 5. Studer and Dickman right there as well. Trader kind of driving off on this restart. Once these guys get teamed up, I think they're going to run him down in a hurry. We're going to keep an eye on our drivers that pitted. I'm looking at Larson. He's way back here in 21st. Let's see, put 4 tires on that 01 truck. Let's see if he can drive to the front of this thing. Trader gets a little bit loose off the corner. Craig Stuka is going to take advantage of that. Coming down across the start-finish line. The 50 truck looks to lead this thing. The Flow Racing number 50 is going to have the lead at the line. Trader comes back on the outside. They head down into turn number 1. Gagnon with a great run. He arrived underneath Cal there for 3rd. Biddle looks to follow him by. Let's look a little further back. Around goes the 52 of Champlin. He is going to make hard contact with the inside wall. We're going to stay green. Michael Champlin goes around, catches the inside wall. You can see the heavy damage there on the left front of the 52. But we're going to keep going. We're going to stay green flag racing. This Gagnon's now to 2nd. Stuka out in front. Gagnon, Trader now. Biddle still hanging on there in the top 5. Jacob Thornton now in the 41 making his way up here. Trying to keep an eye on these trucks that just pitted. We see Larson now falling back to about 24th. I think he had it checked up back there. We're 4 wide here in the middle. There's a 40 Brewer's going to hit the outside wall. He's got Weddy King and Sparks and Wood right there who's inside. He's got Sluter in front of him. Let's see if Brewer can follow the 95 of Sluter around the outside here. Tyler Brewer's got up and led a few laps. He's got Weddy King on the inside. He's got to know he's 3 wide at that point. He's going to stay at the top of the racetrack. Randy Wood goes way down to the bottom. Gagnon looks to come to the front. He has got help from the JD Biddle in the 96. JD pushing Gagnon to the lead right here. Biddle with a good run. Thornton right there as well. We got 18 laps left to go. Victor Keith up into 5th. Trader in 6th. Cal back to 7th. Our drivers are pitted on that last caution. Is not really paying off for him. I see Raymond back in 21st. Larson back to 22nd. They don't have a lot of time to get back to the front of this field. Gagnon and Stuka get together. Stuka crosses down across the racetrack. Fortunately, that was Thornton, actually. Thornton got clear. Stuka's now going to lose a couple of spots. Keith is going to go by. Biddle's going to go by. Here comes Trader now as well. Right there behind him, you see Dickman in the 30. Cal Cipollini gets a little bit loose. Cal gets a little bit loose off the outside of Cipollini. Cipollini to his outside. Here comes Wood to the bottom. 3 wide off of 2. Wood, Cipollini, and Cal. This is for about 8th, 9th, and 10th. Mitchell Williams. Where did Mitchell Williams come from? The 54 led some of this race early. I thought he was pretty much out of this. He's been in and out of the pits, but the caution flags has let him get that 54 truck repaired. He's now back up to 11th. Great shot of our field of trucks right there. Head down into turn number 1. Gagnon. Now around goes Thornton. The 41 of Jacob Thornton's going to go around. We've got a caution again for the 8th time. Dickman also involved in this one. It looks like Everett Larson may be involved as well in the 01. Dickman getting down off the racetrack. He is going to have to tow in. All right, caution here on lap 55. I think this might have started with Nico.
1, pit car 1.
Let's find us a good wide shot angle of this here.
Oh no, Nico.
We see four. So Thornton
Nico, no.
looks to make a little contact there with the nose of the 96.
Hey, 96. Has some damage on my truck.
So let's zoom in on that right here real quick.
Front looks okay. You want to come up here?
So Thornton up on the outside of the racetrack. It looks like the 96 just catches a piece of his left rear quarter.
Nah, my front one's what got hit. If it looks good, we good.
Heavy contact. Trader getting involved in this as well. We didn't see that. Bryce Dickman, like we said, is involved in it. Here comes Larson slide in. He's going to catch a big piece of the 56. That's heavy damage on the 01. Modric also going to come in to get... Looks like he net coated right through the 01 right there. Raker involved.
Sorry.
So it looked like the initial contact there with Biddle and Cipollini is what started this one here
No, you're good, man. I'm just glad I lifted.
on lap 55. 15 to go.
52.
Back to live racing action here. All right, we're going to step away for just a minute. We'll be back in about a minute.
Same with the 71. He's supposed to be way up above me. Yeah, me too.
The Collateral Damage Sports Network overlays can take your broadcast to the next level. Whether you want to kick off the show with our all-new infographics or wrap it up with our race results 2.0 with podium and superlatives. In the race, dive in to see who got on and off pit road the fastest, and then use our head-to-head plug-in package to know exactly when your driver will catch the leader. For your onboard cameras, you've got to have the tower telemetry. Then for the rest of your broadcast, keep up with all the action with alerts for penalties, off tracks, and other events, stage break grids, alternative leaderboards, special event plugins like the Indy 500 qualifying, and a ton more to keep up with all your favorite drivers from start to finish, from country to country, and pull your standings directly from SimRacer Hub. Join all of our elite broadcasting partners and find your next broadcast upgrade at CollateralDamageSportsNetwork.com.
All right, back to live action. We are under caution once again for the 8th time. 79 of Josh Gagnon's found his way to the front. Victor Keith now in 2nd. Tyler Brewer in 3rd. And my phone is typing every word I say right now, so I need to clear that off here. All right, there we go. All right, thanks again for being here. We got 8 cautions, 55 laps. Yep, that's what we got right there, Cookies. Thank you for being here. See, we got a few people out there in the chat. Chime in, let us know who you think's going to win this one. It's going to come down here to the end of this, I think. We're going to go back to green flag racing with probably about 11 or 12 laps left to go. Caution lights are out, so it's going to be 12 laps left to go. 12 laps left to go. There we go. It's coming across the line. It's going to be Gagnon, Keith, Suter, Brewer, your top 4. Tyler Brewer has looked good late in this race. Does he have a chance here? Can he pull off an upset victory? He started way back in 25th. He's up 21 spots. Gagnon started in 24th. Let's take a look at our lap leaders in this one. 8 drivers. You see the little pause right there is me counting the number of drivers on there. It doesn't tell me. 8 drivers have led a lap in this race. Trader with 17, Williams with 15, Gagnon, Suter, Brewer, Stuka, Zeller, and Larson have all led at least a lap in this one. Let's also take a look here at our biggest movers of the race. Where's that button at? There we go. Josh Gagnon up 23 spots, Raker up 22, Brewer at 21. Paul Boomershine did not mention Paul's name all day long. Paul's now up to 8 after starting back in 26 in the Fire Rock number 92. All right, we're going to go back to green flag racing. Off of turn number 4 this time. It's going to be Josh Gagnon, Victor Keith, David Suter, your top 3. Green flag in the air. Gagnon's going to get a good run off of Keith. Keith's now up to 2nd. Suter to 3rd. Brewer right there with him as well. You can see we got about 20 trucks here 28 truck still on the lead lap of this race. The first truck out is Thornton in the 41, down in 29th. Gagnon with a good run off the top of the racetrack. Here comes Keith. Keith's going to clear Brewer. Brewer down to the bottom. Sluter right there as well. Our top three, nose to tail. Sluter takes a peek to the inside of the 48. Caution once again. We've got caution in the air for the 10th time. It looks like it's the 52 or the 6. This is 52 on the timing. It's scoring 6 on the truck of Randy Coyer. Caution number 9. That is going to bring out another admin box caution flag here late in this one. We've got 10 to go. Gagnon still out in front of this thing. Not been the cleanest race here at Michigan tonight. 9 caution flags on a track this wide with this much room. It's just unusual. But Coyer's going to go around. It looks like maybe Josh Raymond might have been involved in this one as well. Let's take a quick look.
9, you disappeared for a good 2 seconds right after we started.
We are all in a bundle right here. You can see Raymond on the inside. It looked like Coyer just kind of wiggling there on the top of the racetrack. Let's take a look at the chase cam here. Go back and look at it from Coyer's view.
I was only saying I had 1, so I get it. It's not a big deal.
So you see Coyer gets into the outside wall, car comes down, and just him and Raymond just kind of meet right there together. They're both wiggling around. They're going to bounce off each other 2 or 3 times, and into the wall hard is going to go the 6. And he's going to get a little punch in the back. That looked like Champlin in the 52.
I didn't want to cause an accident there. Giggity.
All right. Under caution one more time here on lap number 60. Our 9th caution flag of the night.
Did you buy him dinner, please?
All right, let's take a look at our webcams here. Oh, we still got Brandon highlighted. Let's go to all of everybody. All right, Corbin Raker in the top left there. Ryan Thompson, Dean Wedeking, Michael Champlin, Michael Sparks, Mason Only, Ryan Coyer, Brandon Cal, Everett Larson. Thank you guys once again for sharing your cams with us. Let's take a look. We got Gagnon out in front of this thing. Keith and Sluter, Brewer. Your top 4 lights are still on the pace car. All right, we're going to go green flag racing. It looks like probably 9 to go. I think we'll be single file this time. It's still anybody's race. Let's see if we can... I tried to bring Everett up here earlier. I couldn't. Let's see if anybody else is out there. We got Dean. Let's see if we can bring Dean in here with us. Find his camera over here. No, can't quite do it. All right, we're gonna go back to green flag. Sorry about that. Trying to see if we can bring somebody up that has a camera on, but I don't see anybody that I can drag up. All right, so it's Gagnon now. Let's take a look at our lap leaders here one more time. Raiders led the most. Mitchell led 15 early on. Gagnon's now led 13. He's still out in front of this thing. He is bringing us to the restart here. The last 2 or 3 starts. The 79. Got a chance to win this one here. He's looking pretty good up here in the 79, but he has got some hungry drivers right behind him. Victor Keith, Sluter, your points leader, wants to pick up another win. Brewer really wants to pick up the win here tonight. Dean Wedeking in the 44. He's hungry as well. And Sean Peachin. I was calling him Peckin all year long, but I was corrected that it's Peachin. And he told me it wasn't Georgia Peach. So the 9 truck now up to 6 after getting him. But he was a lap down early on in this race. But with 9 caution flags, he had the lucky dog a couple times, got himself back on the lead lap. He's got a chance at this one. He's now back in 6th. All right, lights are out. They come down the back straightaway this time. It's still, at this point, I think it's still anybody's race. We got 27 drivers on the lead lap right now. Single file restart here. Let's see if we can get 8 laps in. But let's see what he does. Gonna stay up against the wall. green flag will come fly this time. Corbin Matthews restart zone. Green flag in the air once again. Gagnon, Keith, Sluter, that is your top 3. As they cross the line, watch the 95. Can he get ahead of steam? Get by Keith heading into turn number 1. Brewer takes a look to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes Peachin now. Peachin wants to move up. He's going to clear the 44 of Wedeking. Coming off of turn number 4, off of turn number 2. Sorry, Raker in the 47 right there as well. Down the back straightaway, it is the 79 of Josh Gagnon out in front. Here comes Keith with a run down the back straightaway. Does he have a shot at Gagnon into 3? Sluter on the outside. Brewer right there as well. Keith takes a peek to the outside of the 79 off of turn number 4. Can he get a run down the front straightaway? He's going to sweep down across the bottom of the racetrack. Peachin with a head of steam in the 9. He is now up to 5th. He's looking underneath Brewer. Here comes Raker underneath Wedeking. This is for 6th and 7th right now. And we're spread all across the racetrack. You see different lines right there. Gagnon down the bottom. Keith in the middle. Brewer way up at the top of the racetrack. Here comes the 9 of Sean Peachin. 7 to go. That time by. Head down at turn number 3 one more time. Josh Gagnon down the bottom of the racetrack. Keith trying to find a little momentum there in the middle. Raker slides up the racetrack in front of Wedeking. Here comes Ryan Thompson in the 10. He's also in this one. Mitchell Williams trying to get back in here. Here comes the 92 of Paul Boomershine up to 9. Paul with a great run. Started way back in 26. He's now in the top 10. Keep your eye on the 92. We're not done yet. Down the back straightaway. Keith now to the inside of Gagnon. He wants to lead. Boomershine pecks a little piece of the wall right there off of 2. Here comes Tyler Brewer. He takes a look to the inside of Sluter with 3 wide. Watch Thompson. Thompson slides up the racetrack. Catches just a little pitch of Raker there. Raker able to chase the car up the racetrack. No harm, no foul. We're still green flag. 3 wide back behind that group. We got basically 2 packs of racing here right now. It looks like we're down to about 10 cars here in the top. This top pack. If we can stay green flag from here, it's going to come down to one of these 10 drivers. Tyler Brewer with a charge up underneath Keith. Here comes Stuka once again. Stuka's been up in the front of this. Brewer gets loose off the corner. He able to save the truck. He gets back. He has to check up though, and that's going to let Stuka get up underneath Sluter right through his back bumper as well. Here comes Victor Keith now into 3. Brewer gets her gathered back up. He's got some momentum into 3 and 4. Raker moves up the racetrack. He is going to slide up in front of Peach and almost a little contact right there. That was pretty tight. Inches off the front bumper of the 9 with Corbett Raker as he moves up into 6th. This is our top 10 right here. It's down to Gagnon, Brewer, Keith, Stuka, and Sluter. That is your top 5. Keith now to the outside of Brewer for 2nd. We're halfway down the back straightaway. 3.5 laps left to go. Caution in the air. And it looks like it's the 92 of Boomershine. Michael Sparks also involved. And it looks like the 35 of Mason Only also involved in this one.
Oh, no, you're good. I was going to try to give you a push, but it's just my...
Caution number 10. We are going to have our first green-white checkered attempt when we go back to racing here.
Is it too late to ask for a mic check?
Let's take a look at our caution flag here.
Checks in the mail.
That shit was intense.
Oh, man, like, come on, Michael.
All right, who are we looking at? We're looking at Only. I think it happens up in front of him. It happens up here with
It was
Boomershine.
one of y'all, bro.
So we can see.
I'm sorry,
I see Only coming up underneath Boomershine here, and Sparks, and Mason's just got ahead of steam. Michael's coming up the racetrack. I think Mason just kind of went for a hole that closed up in a hurry. Let's take a look at that from the roll bar cam of Mason Only. And I think you're going to see Sparks down on the bottom, Boomershine way up on the top. Mason sees a hole in the middle, and he starts to go in there for it. And at the same time, here comes Sparks up the racetrack, and that hole just closes on him. And around they go. And around goes the 35 as we are now under caution for
My hands are actually a little shaky from touching that.
the 10th time. All right, we're going to have our first green-white checkered. Let's see here. Let's see if we got anybody that we can pull in here. I don't think anybody's going to pit at this point. I sure would not think so. And as I say that, we got a bunch of drivers driving down pit road. We see Wedded King only, because only these guys took some damage, but Wedded King was running up towards the front here. Sorry, I lost my mouse there for a second. All right, there we go. Trying to see if I can. All right. Hey, Tyler, you got Chris in the booth, buddy.
What's going on, sir?
Well, you got a good run going out there, my friend. What's your plan here with this first green-white checker?
I'm not even sure yet. I think I'm gonna just try to shoot bottom and get as good of a run as I can going down the back to get some going out of 3 and 4. That's about all I can hope for. We got tires behind us, so.
Now you've had a good truck all day. Yeah, you've had a good truck all day. You've been right there in the front. Keith and Gagnon doing a good job right there in front of you. You think you got a shot at this thing?
I'm gonna choose the outside.
I'm gonna try my best. Hope for the best in here. See what happens.
All right, brother. Well, good luck. Give him hell, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end.
Yeah, man. Sounds good.
All right, that was Tyler Brewer there in the 40, sitting there in third right now. We're going to come back to green flag racing.
That's close.
Let me go around one more time. Lights are still on the iRacing pace car. All right, we got green-white checkered. Let's hear from you guys out there in the chat. We got a bunch of you out there. Who do you think's going to win this thing? Cookies, I know you've got an opinion out there. Let's see who you think's going to win this one as we come to the line.
My fuel tank hoping for this one.
All right, I believe we have 3 green-white checkered attempts, so this is going to be our first one.
The question is everybody out on fuel?
Let's take a look here at our webcam drivers here one more time. Yeah, everybody's still in this race. Usually we've lost about half of them by now, but we only lost Nathan Nixon earlier. Ever grabbing one last quick drink right there. Is Mason still rocking out down there? Mason's got some headbanging music playing there, I think, in the background.
What'd you say, Victor?
All right, we've got 26 drivers on the lead lap. We've lost Jacob Thornton, Declan Beatty, Landon Slagan, Brady Zeller, Sean Daly, Nathan Nixon. Harry Rivet did not take the green flag. We've still got 27 drivers still out on the racetrack. 26 on the lead lap with a green-white checker. I think it's going to come from one of our top 10 drivers, unless something big happens here. So Nixon there at the chat saying go 79 and 40. All right, Brewer Motorsports in the 79 up on the outside. Victor Keith right there with him. Let's go back to green flag racing here. We're going to roll off of turn number 4. Our first green-white checkered attempt here at Michigan for the Western Racing League Viking Construction Group Truck Series. Are we going to get a new winner right here? Gagnon won a race early in the season, but he is looking poised right here. He's going to bring us to the Corbin Matthews restart zone one more time. Green flag is in the air. Gagnon with a good jump over Keith. Stuka on the outside. He is going to clear Brewer into 1. Brewer's going to go down to the bottom. That's what he told us. Stuka's going to block off the run right there. Stuka's going to block off the inside line from the 40. That's going to force the 40 of Brewer up the racetrack just a little bit. Sluter and Raker back here battling side by side. Up front right now is still Gagnon. Keith with a run down the back straightaway. Stuka right there as well. Here comes the 47 of Raker. He is up to the back of the 40 of Brewer. This for 4th and 5th. Off of turn number 4. Yellow is in the air. Caution will fly one more time. I see Randy Wood in the 16 hard into the outside wall. And we will get a second green-white checkered attempt. Looks like Daniel Sparks might be involved also. Nick Trader, let's take a look at this. We can see Wood up on the outside.
Did I get a penalty?
And it looks like Sparks gets a little bump there from the 13. I didn't see, and Sparks comes back up the racetrack hard. That's going to collect Wood.
Yeah, I'll clear that. I watched that in my mirror.
Thought I saw Trader also involved in this somewhere, so the 56 looks to have taken some damage as well. Let's take a look here at what happened to Nick Trader. Not Nick Trader's day. That's 2 weeks in a row now that Nick has not had good finishes.
Probably not. We can't control that.
Let's see where he's at in this one. Well, it looks like Nick's already got damage at this point. I don't think he really gets into this one. I think he just ends up slowing down to avoid it. All right, back to live racing here. Live action. We got drivers up the route for the 54 of Mitchell Williams.
That's my front right side.
We take a look at our leaders. See if you people acting like they're going to dive down pit road. Look at Larson back here in 12th. Maybe a couple more restarts here. He might have a shot at this. But he's got a long way to go in a green-white checker to go from 12th to the lead here. My prediction is going to come somewhere in this top 5. Maybe an outside shot might be the 95 of Suter back there in 6th.
No, now the lead will go Kyle, just because of the lack of green flag laps, and it's going to be the same way if we get talking.
Well, take your pick. Is it 54 or 85?
Thank you. Everett, I would be a little careful. You're right.
Wyoming Guy Boy? Is that what you're... So he's going to hedge his bets on 2. He's going to go with Williams and with Cal, so he's got a shot at 2 of them right there. So.
So in other words, I'm turning to the right instead of the left.
All right, caution in the air for the 11th time here tonight. Definitely did not expect to have 11 cautions here at Michigan. You usually see a lot of green flag laps here, but this has been caution heavy. It's been havoc. It's been chaos. But right now we've got another green-white checkered attempt here. Josh Gagnon out in front will bring us to the green flag one more time. Victor Keith, Craig Stuka, Tyler Brewer, Corbett Raker. That is your top 5. Then it's David Suter, Sean Petchin, Ryan Thompson, Brandon Cal, Ian Meneses. That rounds out your top 10. Anybody from OGRL? Okay, I got you. I understand that. All right. If you're just now joining us, where the hell you been? We're 73 laps into this thing. Actually, we're probably like 77 laps into it at this point because we've gone green-white checkered for a second time here.
Can I call outside or is this way?
But if you're just now joining us, you've missed an exciting one. Let's take a look at our lap leaders here in this one. Gagnon's now led the most at 25. Trader Williams led double-digit laps. Williams led early and then fell back through the field. He's now back up to 11th here. Suter, Brewer, Stuka, Zeller, and Larson have all led laps in this race. Our biggest movers of the race. Corbett Raker up now at 24 spots. Gagnon, your leader's up 23. Tyler Brewer, 21. Pitzenbarger up 16. Where is Pitzenbarger? He's up to 14th now. He got himself up in the top 5 for a little while. It kind of fell back right there, but he's now back up close into the top 15 now, back here in 14th. All right, we're going to go green flag one more time for the 12th time tonight after the 11th caution. We can make it to the white flag. The next flag will end the race. Let's take a look at our webcam guys here one more time. Raker, Thompson, Wedeking. We got Thompson twice. Thompson gets on camera twice. It's like a mirror image there. Champlin, Sparks, Only, Raymond, Courier, and Everett Larson. Thank you guys all for sharing your cams with us. Really appreciate it. We stay on cams long enough, Michael might wave at us before they go green flag. But they're going to go green flag racing. They're off of turn number 4. Josh Gagnon setting the pace here. And we're going to come again to the Corbin Matthews restart zone one more time here after caution number 11. Gagnon gets a good start. It looked like the 47 Raker might have spun the tires a little bit. Gagnon's going to get away into 1. Here comes Keith now. Brewer and Stuka side by side. They head down into 1 and 2. Gagnon's got a comfortable lead right here, but here comes Keith up on him. Stuka takes a look to the inside. He wants to get up here. He's now looking up underneath Keith off of turn number 2. I think it's going to hurt his momentum there down the back straightaway, and it does because here comes Brewer and Sluter now to the outside. Stuka pinched that car hard down off the bottom of 2. We come into 3 and 4. If we can make it to the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Keith looks to the outside of Gagnon. No place to go. We're going to come across the line. White flag will fly this time. And it's Gagnon on the outside, but here comes Victor Keith to the outside. Keith's got the lead down into 1. Brewer right there with him. Keith gets a little bit loose right there. That's going to let Gagnon have some momentum off the bottom of the corner. They're side by side. Here comes Stuka. He wants into this one more time. Stuka's got a good run. Gagnon blocks off the run on the bottom. Stuka way down off the racetrack. We're 3 wide into 3. It's Stuka, Keith, and Gagnon. Stuka down to the bottom. He has got the lead into 3. He slides up in front of Gagnon in the 79. Off of turn number 4. It is Stuka. Gagnon takes a look back to the inside. Stuka goes down the block, but he can't do it. Gagnon's already there. They're going to come across the line. It's going to be Stuka with the win. 3 wide at the line. It was Craig Stuka, Josh Gagnon, Victor Keith. Stuka is going to bring home the win. And I just about lost my voice at the end of that one, so congratulations to Craig Stuka in the 50.
That was hella fun.
I thought Gagnon might have had him there at the end of that one. Let's go back and take a look at that last lap one more time.
The racing itself, when it was green, was phenomenal.
As we take a look here at the 50s, they're coming off of turn number 4 here to take the white flag. He is sitting back here at 4th. So they came across the line right here at the white flag line. I mean, Stukas were back here in 5th at the white flag. He gets a great run down into 1. He's got Suter to his outside. Keith gets a little bit loose up there. That really hurt his chance. Brewer had to check out of the throttle, and that's where really that Stuka get that big head of steam off of turn number 2. He's got a fantastic run. He catches the draft for the 79. He has to go way down below the white line. Let's see if anybody calls that on him or not, but Stuka now gets the lead into turn number 3. Slides up in front of Gagnon. Watch him come off of turn number 4 right here. Gagnon takes a look to the inside. Stuka wants to block it off, but he can't. I thought Gagnon had him at this point, but at the line, look how close that was between the 3. I mean, it was the thousandths of a second. If I look at the gap across the line, I mean, it's 200ths of a second between first and third. So Stuka, Gagnon, and Keith. Wow, what a finish. Craig Stuka comes home with the win in the number 50. And it looks like they're going to, looks like he is off the racetrack. I thought I might catch him doing some donuts or something while we were taking a look at the white flag. All right, let's see who we can find in our chat here. We're going to go back a couple of laps here and
I looked at the replay. I'm going to be honest, it's all y'all's point of view, but I felt like
see if we can find Craig Stuka here in the chat.
Like he got completely loose for some reason coming out of the corner. He lost grip.
All right, we got Josh in the waiting room.
Yeah, well,
I don't see Craig anywhere.
Yeah, he apologized. He just didn't like how Bradley responded in the chat. That's what.
And we got Victor.
So,
all right.
I'm just kind of sticking up.
So while we're waiting to see if Craig joins the chat, we're just going to go ahead and grab Josh.
It was a genuine accident.
Hey, Josh, you got Chris in the booth. Are you there?
Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm out of breath.
Yeah, it was entertaining, huh?
I lost my voice at the end. It was crackling. But yeah, you know what, man? You had a lot of restarts there. I mean, you know, you did a great job. But I mean, that many cautions late in the race. I mean, just tell us what's going through your mind there at every single restart.
That I didn't want any of them. Every single time I saw a caution come up, I was like, golly, you know, there's just 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Anywho, yeah, I don't know. Every time I saw that caution flag pop up, I was like, yeah, that just makes that harder and harder for me. And because I knew the tires were coming, and Craig was on tires, and that was who I was scared of. And he capitalized.
Yeah, Craig pitted back on that 56, took 4 tires at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just a couple less cautions there, and I think that was your race. You had a good run. You were doing a good job. You were controlling the pace up there. Victor looked to give you some pretty good challenge as well, but he came off of turn number 2 and looked like he got a little bit loose, and that really cost his run, and also at the same time kind of killed Tyler's run as well.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for Tyler with him being my teammate. I was kind of hoping for a double podium there. He still had a good night, but yeah, that was I'm still kind of reeling from it. That was a wild last. I mean, both of those green white checkers were insane, but that last one was absolutely crazy. I've never had a race like that. It was like, you know, in Cars when Lightning McQueen sticks his tongue out. That's what I was doing. I was like, I gotta get past the line. Come on.
You gotta just jump. Yeah, you know,
yeah.
I thought Craig was going to block that run, and you went to the bottom off of turn number 4. I got to give him a little bit of credit there. I think a lot of guys would have just tried to block the run anyway, but you got there so fast, I don't think you had a chance to.
Yeah. I I don't know. I was gonna race him cleanly no matter what. I wasn't gonna door him or try to give him the bump or anything. And I tried to go for that crossover going into 4 because he had the run down the back straightaway, and it was 4 thousandths of a second, not enough, unfortunately.
Well, fantastic job. Well, it's a 2.5 hour race tonight. That's one of the long ones. But
Yeah,
I just looked at the time on the clock. But yeah, especially since we had a race earlier too. But man, just fantastic run. We're kind of watching the replay of the last lap. You know, it was you guys just put on a really good show right there. Hopefully we covered it well enough as for the race you guys put on, man. But
hey, you guys did great. I already know it.
Before we get you out of here, anybody else you want to give a thanks to?
Yeah, I got Silver State Relief on the car this week, so I want to give a thanks to them. I also want to give a huge thanks to Southern Speed Diecast. Go to their Whatnot show, get you guys a diecast. Shout out to my team, Brewer Motorsports. Shout out to you, Chris, for putting on the broadcast, and shout out to my wife for letting me do this every week.
All right, brother. Well, good luck whatever else you got going on for the rest of the week. Congratulations on a good run. You guys put on a great show, and we'll talk to you again next time.
2 weeks in a row. So close. We'll try again next week. See you later, Chris.
All right, buddy. Take care.
See ya.
All right. I don't see Craig. Craig did not join us in the waiting room, so we're going to get Victor. Victor, you got Chris in the booth. Are you there?
Hello, Chris.
Ever so close, my friend. I mean, you were right there. You had a good truck. It looked like you got just a little bit loose off of 2, and that kind of hurt your run down the back straightaway.
That's exact. Honestly, I thought I was going straight in the wall. Out of 2, I was like, there's no way this is about to happen right now, but that was nuts. That was such a fun ending. Like, I don't even care where I finished, to be honest, because it was just really clean, you know?
Yeah, that was a fun one to watch from my point of view, too. I mean, you know, it gets a little tough. I know I've been involved in these races, too, and you get quite a few cautions like this, and it just gets a little frustrating sometimes. You just want to kind of get going, get the momentum going. It's kind of hard. You know, how hard was it here at a track like Michigan to kind of get your rhythm going again after caution like that?
Yeah, it was weird. Like, every time we would get a few green flags, I was just running really good. I was, like, getting really comfortable, especially before that last one came out. And then right as I got comfortable, just, you know, yellow comes right out. Then you have to just sit there, pace around the whole time, and then do it again, you know. And it worked out, though. I mean, I was hoping for a top 10 this race. I didn't qualify good at all, but third place I will definitely take.
Well, you kind of had an up and down season. You looked good. It looked like you put the Kona paint job back on the truck this week. Maybe that the Kona paint job was a little good luck. I mean, I thought the VKG was a good looking truck last race, though. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of watching the replay right here. I thought you had a run off of 2 right there, but you know, Craig just kind of came out of nowhere down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Yeah, he's always really good about going down on the bottom and just holding it somehow. I was a little bit better about just holding it up at the top, but yeah, I mean, the Kona ski might be a good luck charm for me, and I mean, they always keep me hydrated, especially during the races, so this is great.
All right, brother. Well, we're going to go and get out of here for the night. We've been on for a while, so anybody you want to give a shout-out to before we let you get out of here?
Yeah, definitely. My team, VG Motorsports, Dean, Paul, Scotty. We do practices every single week, and I don't really race much, and if we didn't do those practices, I would probably finish last every race. So definitely them, and then David, Tyler, Nico, all of them just run the league. It's so much fun. So,
well, congratulations on a good run, man. I'm sure we're going to get to talk to you before the season's over with, and good luck whatever else you got going on. We'll talk to you next time.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. All right. Victor Keith comes home third tonight. Our winner, Craig Stuka, did not find his way into the Discord chat, so we're just gonna, I guess he's down there celebrating in victory lane here a little bit. But 70 laps of action here at Michigan. 76 laps we actually went after a couple of green-white checkered attempts. Craig Stuka coming home and win. Let's take a look here at the full results for tonight. Let's get some stuff out of the way here. There we go. All right, Craig Stuka with the win. I believe that's Craig's first win of the season. Josh Gagnon's going to be in second. Victor Keith third. David Sluter, Corbett Raker ran out top 5. A good run there for Corbett. Probably his best run of the season if I'm just off of memory. Brandon Cal 6th. Joshua Raymond, Tyler Brewer falls back to 8th. Tyler we talked to him early on during the caution period. He was looking pretty good there up front, but he falls back to 8th at the end. Sean Petchin recovers after an early incident, gets back to 9th. Ryan Thompson 10th. Down 11th, Mitchell Williams. He crawled his way back up there. Larson, unfortunately, made a late pit stop. That cost him. He got involved in a caution. He goes back to 12th. Scotty Larson in 13th. Car number 13 finishes 13th tonight. Dennis Pitzenbarger found his way to the front of this thing for a while. He falls back to 14th. Ian Meneses in 15th. Rick Modric 16th. Mason Only is going to come home in 17th tonight. JD Biddle 18th. Rem Wyatt in the 60 will be 19th. And Joshua Wise. Joshua also had a good run going there for a while. Sniffing around the front of the pack there for a good part of the race. He's down to 20th. Back up to 21st, it's going to be Dean Wedeking, Randon Courier, Michael Champlin, Michael Spark. You know, all four of those drivers were on webcam, so maybe that wasn't such great luck for them. They're 21st through 24th. Nick Trader in the 25th spot. Daniel Sparks, 26th. Randy Wood, Paul Boomershine down in 28th. Bryce Dickman and Jacob Thornton. I round out our top 30. We're going to go all the way through this here for you. Nico Cipollini in 31st. Declan Beatty, 32nd. Brady Zeller, Sean Daly, Landon Slagan, Nathan Nixon. That rounds out our cars that started the race. The top 36, Harry Rivet did not take their green flag. Let's see if Craig Stuka led 4 laps of this race, but he led the most important one. Which one was the last one? Most laps led were Josh Gagnon at 26. Fastest lap was Craig Stuka, but it's not showing the time for us. Landon Slagan sat on the pole, but he finished way back in 35th after getting involved in an incident early. So your winner tonight is going to be the 50 of Craig Stuka. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves out of here for the night. If you enjoyed this race and you didn't catch the one earlier, go back and watch the DOB ARCA Series race. That was also a heck of a good show tonight. But as we can see, Craig Stuka is going to celebrate his win in the Flow Racing number 50. So we're going to go and check out. Come check out tomorrow night. We've got the American Appalachian ARCA Series covered by Sager Baschke tomorrow night. And then the next race after that, and then we're done for the week. So, but if you want to know whenever we're going live, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give us a like out there. Really appreciate you being here with us, spending your night with us. And from all of us here at DRSN, thank you so much for spending your evening with us. I'm Chris Murphy saying keep it smooth, keep it smart, and if you can't do that, at least keep it entertaining for the folks at home like we did tonight. We're going to see you next time. Good night.